Most people think economics is just boring old graphs and numbers. But actually, economics is in every decision I make, from coffee to shopping to even how I plan my day. Let me show you. I was ready to pay rupees 200 for this coffee because I simply love it. But the cafe charged only rupees 100. That extra little fraction I got by paying less than what I was willing to is called consumer surplus. It's like a little bonus, extra little happiness for being a smart buyer. भैया चिप्स का पैकेट कितने का है?
10 रुपए का।
10 रुपए का? This bag of chips is worth rupees 10. If it was worth, let's say rupees 50 or 100, I wouldn't have bought it. But on the other hand, let's take electricity or Wi-Fi. If my electricity or Wi-Fi bill goes up by twice, thrice or 5 times, I would still pay the money. This difference is called elasticity of demand. I would not pay triple or 5 times the price for something that I can easily replace. However, for necessities or must-haves like electricity or Wi-Fi, I will always pay the money no matter the price.
Take the chips.
Now I can't just spend endlessly. The decisions I make are always subject to the budget that I have. For example, if I decide to get new headphones this week, I probably won't be able to go out for dinner. This concept is called the budget constraint. The choices that I make are always tied to the money that I actually have to spend. At the end of the day, every decision that I make, study or scroll, coffee or tea, spend or save, I always weigh the benefits and the costs in my head. That is rational decision making. I might not always get it right, but I always try to maximize my satisfaction best with the limited resources that I have. That is rational decision making. At the end of the day, whether it is consumer surplus, elasticity of demand, or rational decision making, economics is not just stuck in classroom. It is in a bag of chips, a cup of coffee, or in my wallet. That is my project. Thank you.